Thank you very much. My thanks to the Academy for this honor, and to Leonard and Aaron.
In 1976, Sada Thompson walked onto a television set and created a moment so raw that the entire crew stopped breathing. It was supposed to be just another kitchen scene, but what came out wasn't acting. It was a woman's soul cracking open on camera. Dishes slammed, her voice trembling, and the set filled with silence that felt like real heartbreak. So real they never filmed a second take. Decades later, that 6-minute clip resurfaced online, gathering over 15 million views, with acting coaches calling it both a masterpiece and a warning. To understand what made Sada Thompson capable of that kind of truth, you have to go back to where it all began. Born in 1927 in Des Moines, Iowa, Sada grew up during the Great Depression in a house filled with uncertainty. Her father edited poultry magazines, and her mother tried to hold the family together. But money was scarce and security was a dream. When she was 2, they moved to New Jersey, where she discovered the stage, sitting in theaters, watching greats like Helen Hayes perform, and something inside her sparked, a certainty that she belonged in that world no matter what it cost. By 10, she was performing in school plays with a level of emotion that made audiences forget she was a child. And when she graduated high school in 1945, her family, though struggling financially, sent her to the Carnegie Institute of Technology to study acting, a decision that would define her life. There she met Donald Stewart, who became her lifelong husband. But her years in college were brutal. She was told she was too plain, too masculine, too ordinary for leading roles. Professors gave her lower grades than her male classmates for the same work. And she was even forced to play male characters because women weren't allowed in most productions. Yet Sada pushed forward, driven by something unbreakable. Her loyalty to friends almost destroyed her career when she refused to abandon a gay classmate during the Lavender Scare of the 1950s, a time when simply knowing the wrong person could end your career, and the FBI opened a file on her. Then came family heartbreak. Her father disowned her when she refused to take a safe teaching job and instead chose acting, taking away her inheritance and pretending she had died in a car crash. Alone and cut off, she threw herself into theater, working exhausting 18-hour days until she collapsed with a punctured lung. But even near death, she didn't quit. Broadway rejected her again and again for her accent, her look, her roots. But she kept fighting until her talent became impossible to ignore. She won her first Tony Award in 1972 for Twigs, playing 4 different women in a single night, a performance so powerful it left audiences stunned. But even that came with rumors and backlash. Through the 1960s and 70s, she lived in poverty, pawned family heirlooms, survived on soup kitchen meals, and endured harassment, injuries, and betrayals in the industry. Yet she built a reputation as one of the most fearless stage actresses of her generation. When television came calling, she brought that same emotional weight to the screen. And in 1976, her role as Kate Lawrence in the drama Family turned her into a household name. That famous kitchen scene, the one that froze the crew, came from her refusal to fake emotion. She poured years of buried pain into one take, and it made history. The show tackled taboo subjects like cancer, homosexuality, and grief. And Sada insisted the stories stay honest, even when it angered viewers. She won an Emmy, delivered a speech honoring forgotten theater actors, and refused to play by Hollywood's rules, calling award shows popularity contests and wearing the same dress to every one of them as quiet rebellion. But her courage had consequences. She was blacklisted for speaking out about equal pay, battled alcoholism in secret, and lived through depression and anxiety from decades of emotional strain. Later in life, she turned down major roles like Murphy Brown out of fear of being trapped. And though she regretted it, she never stopped standing by her principles. She used her fame to fight for women's rights and abuse survivors, revealing her own trauma from childhood and the pain she carried for decades. When she was diagnosed with lung cancer at 83, she refused treatment, saying she wanted peace instead of hospitals. And when she passed in 2011, her will revealed a final act of generosity, a $2.3 million scholarship fund for underprivileged women in theater. Years later, that kitchen scene resurfaced online, and a new generation discovered the woman whose truth still hits harder than fiction. Sada Thompson proved that real emotion can change art forever, even if it breaks the person behind it. Don't forget to subscribe to Hollywood Bulletin and press the bell icon so you never miss the untold stories behind Hollywood's most powerful legends.